Welcome to Unsigned 518. I am here with no such thing as ghosts. How's it going?
It's going great.
So what we're going to do, I think, is, because there's 4 people in the room with me currently, not counting the voices in my head, but we'll start with Rachel and just introduce yourself and what you do in the band, and then we'll just go right around the room here.
All right. I am Rachel. I play bass for the band, and I also sing.
My name is Noah. I play guitar in the band, and I also sing.
My name is Tony. I play the drums.
And I'm Tom, and I sing and play guitar for No Such Thing as Ghosts.
And so, I was saying before we got started, this is just like an introduction. We're going to just talk about how things got rolling. And you were saying how you're a very new band, but that you'd done like other things before. So I guess whoever wants to take the lead, you can either incorporate some of like the past experience, past bands, and lead up to now with the band, or just kind of, I guess, tell the story a little bit.
Yeah, so it started a long time ago with Dance Cancer. Me and Noah started that.
Oh, fuck.
What year was that?
I know that band. All right. Now we're on to something.
That was forever ago.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so it was that, and then we stopped playing when? What year was it?
It's like 2012.
Yeah, and we stopped.
Like
I picked it back up with another drummer. We did it as like a 2-piece, me and the drummer. He wasn't able to do music anymore. I moved out to New York State, and I started jamming with Tony, 5-6 years ago?
6.
So we've all been jamming a lot. And I was writing songs for Dance Cancer, and which is now Same Old Rat, and the songs it didn't sound like that. It sounded like its own thing, so it was more like...
I didn't even realize that fucking Dance Cancer became like...
Oh, it's changed so many times.
I'm like, it's still like, because I feel like in the fucking Star Wars movies where I'm like, I haven't heard that name in a long time.
Yeah,
like,
it's been a long time.
Shit,
Yeah,
like,
it's been a long time.
Yeah, because I lived in Troy from like in the early 2000s, and like that's when I started like really like getting into like all the music that wasn't like the big stuff. I started being like, oh, there's so much cool fucking music, around here. And that's when I came across Dance Cancer.
It was
wild,
crazy
man.
back in the day. We went on a couple tours. We were a bunch of idiots, young and stupid, and crashing cars, and yeah, it was rough, but it was fun though. It was good.
And then, so that stopped in 2012, you said?
Well, it stopped with that version of it.
Okay.
I wanted to keep doing music. So a few years later, I had another drummer, and he was playing. It was a 2-piece, just really loud. I basically took some of what Dance Cancer was, took a lot of the riffs, and just made new things with it. And it just kept evolving. I started playing with John Otterbeck, Justin Nichols, and that became Same Old Rat. So we're doing that now. And yeah, so the songs I was writing for Same Old Rat, not all of them worked. And so I started jamming with Tony, and this is what happened.
And I love that because, like I said, I don't do any research. I'm like, holy shit, like all these, like, and just last night, like you were down where you were playing where?
El Dorado,
yeah. And I was at fucking Twisted Fiddler, and then Peach Misfits, who opened the show there, like he's been on the show. He's a friend of mine. Like,
they're great.
And all this, and I had no idea that like you were going to be on the show the very next day. Like, it's just fucking wild. That's
they did really good. They opened up, and it was really nice.
Yeah.
When Ian was first on the show, he didn't have a band. Like it was just like his songs, and he didn't have a band. And like now that like he's got the band, it's wild. Like they're doing really good. They're fucking killing.
He's
it.
good too on guitar. He's young.
Yeah. He's only like fucking 22 or 3, maybe.
I think he said he was 24. I talked to him
All right,
last night.
maybe
yeah,
that.
I was like, I want to play with you guys.
I'm 51, so like anybody that's like under 28 is a fucking infant.
Yeah.
Just I'm
know.
like whatever. Like sweet. So this is opening up whole new things that I didn't know. So where is the band based out of?
So 2 of us are in East Greenbush,
Okay.
and the other 2 are in Pittsfield, Massachusetts.
Oh, all right.
So
I mean,
Got
I guess
2
that's not
stomping
like
grounds.
crazy far.
about
like
45, 50
yeah.
minutes.
Well, I grew up in Pittsfield too, so I don't. Yeah, me and Noah grew up
Oh,
together.
okay.
Yeah, we've known each other since we were like 6. So
Oh, that's wild. I love that. Oh, and here comes Calvin.
Puppy.
Hi, Calvin.
Yeah, I was just saying on one of the last episodes that I recorded a bunch today. I'm like, Calvin's been in this room for every single recorded episode of.
Well, he's very welcome.
Yeah. He
He's a
usually
good
just
puppers.
chills. He may have killed something outside. That's fine.
Good
He's
boy.
he's been on a bird killing epidemic. Like
Yeah.
all these fucking
Protect
birds
this
are
house.
like making nests in the yard and then just like hanging around when they're done. And I kept telling him, I'm like, birds, you might want to get out of here because oh nope, too late. Calvin just ate you.
Oh,
You know,
man.
sorry.
Oh, just a snack.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. So we're talking now. I guess I remember how I said we were going to get sidetracked, and that just totally cool. It's totally fine. We're sidetracked now, but we're at this point. I've learned, I guess, some of the musical connections around here. But once the band started, where you had a name, you had all four members like solidified. What are we talking about for a timeline there? And you don't have to get specific.
Oh well, no, but even still, it was like there's been different members.
Okay.
Different bass player, different guitarist now. Still me and Tony. He can't get rid of me, so he's stuck. But so we had Jay Williams. He was in The Damaged back in the day. He played bass for them. He played guitar for us. And Jessie Whitney, who's in Anna Cortez,
Yeah.
she was playing bass for us.
Well, what's funny is when I was playing that the theme song, that was from the Anna Cortez
That episode?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We love both of them. They're great. Just timing and all that, work schedules. So we got Rachel, and she happens to be my wife and live with me. So she
well,
kind
what
of forced it
how
upon her to
how
play bass.
convenient.
Yeah. You're in the band now.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
And then we picked up Noah a few months ago, 4 or 5 months ago, something like
Since
that.
they already have the history, it just kind of made sense.
Yeah.
And
That's
he's
really
our
cool.
friend. And we love him.
And that's such a great theme within like local music. And one of the other bands that was on today was talking about that. Is that's what's important to making. You can't make music if you're with people that you're not friends with. You know
Right.
what I mean? Like if it's just like a
Someone
band,
from Craigslist.
right? Totally, just like someone you don't know. Like
that's
you
how I
could
got John and
you
Justin,
could
though.
become, you could
They're the
become
exception.
something
Yeah,
with
yeah.
that. But like right out of the gate, it's going to be very hard to be like, all right, let's because you got to figure each other out. So like, and especially having like you two have like knowing each other forever, and then you two obviously being married. Like those are like,
We know each other.
you know each other.
And
That's
Tony.
And there's Tony.
and Tony.
Well, like, no, that I met Noah shortly after that iteration of Dance Cancer stopped when we were both going to school together. And then at the same time, that's how I met Tom and started playing music with him about like 6 years ago.
Because drummers are so difficult to keep.
Yeah.
Jeez, they're the hardest to get.
They really, and
If
that's
they're not
why
in 8
there's
other
the-
bands already.
That's what I was gonna say. Like that's the thing. That's why a lot of drummers are in so many bands because like such high demand. Because without a solid drummer, it's
Yeah. Oh, we had him sign a contract. He's not allowed to play with any other bands.
It's
so,
true.
yeah.
Like, I think about that. every
It's a
single
blood
day.
contract. Yeah.
I have it in a folder in my home.
Signed in
right?
blood.
Like, I just like waiting for it.
It's on the
There's an
wall.
expiration date, but it's not for like another 25 years. And I'm like, just
you're like by then who
by
gives a
then
shit?
I'm not even gonna be able to play. Like, yeah, exactly. Like just stop.
And so being new, I don't know what you have for like recorded stuff, stuff that you're working on, but where are you at with?
So we're hitting the studio the 21st, 22nd, 23rd of this month, June. Don Fury Studio in Troy.
sick.
Oh,
Nice.
he's
Yeah,
great.
we're stoked.
Yeah, I recorded with him a little bit ago with Same Old Rat. It was a lot of fun. He's so good capturing sound. And then we're going to try to release it early July. So we're going to call it the Cat EP. It's
The
songs
Cat
named
EP.
after our cats because we love our fucking cats.
Nice. Sweet. And so since nothing is out right now, what we're going to do is you've brought some instruments and you're going to do like a stripped down
Acoustical
version
set
of some
of-
songs,
yes.
which you've not really done with these songs, correct?
No,
Like,
never.
Yeah, this is the first.
so this
for
is
us.
going to be like a first attempt to give it a go.
She
and-
got the acoustic bass for this.
I
Oh,
literally did.
Really? And before you go, you are going to have to let me play that a little bit
Oh, of
because
course.
I've been thinking about getting an acoustic bass, but I've never really played one.
Oh,
and
God,
I'm
you're gonna love it.
I'm a I'm the bass player in my band as well. So like I wanna check that out.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
tuned low. It's in like drop C or D standard.
Oh,
one of
sick!
those,
Then I'll
so.
play some Deftones songs
Hell yeah.
on the bass. Well, cool. Well, let's have you play a song. What are we gonna do first?
Oh, we're going to play Wolf for you guys.
And I'm assuming that is the name of one of the cats.
Yes, it
the
is.
cat that is tattooed on my back.
Our
is
favorite.
Wolf.
Our favorite
He's
cat.
our baby.
Look at Calvin. Like,
He's like,
he's
oh,
like,
brother.
he's like, did somebody just say cat up in here?
I'm going to eat him.
All right, well, cool. Well, I'll give you a second to set up here, and we're going to listen to Wolf live here in the Dazzle Den from No Such Thing as Ghosts, and then we'll be right back.
Take cover from the shade I'm throwing at you. I could never find a way to love someone like you. Take pleasure in the pain I'm giving to you. I could never find the time to be someone like you. Took the words right out of my head. She said, her eyes are looking a little more red. She said, took the words right out of my head. She said, her eyes are looking a little more red. She said, take cover from the days I'm without you. I could think of all the ways to have someone like you. And take order from the waves I'm throwing at you. I could never find a way to love someone like you. Took the words right out of my head. She said, her eyes are looking a little more red. She said, took the words right out of my head. She said, her eyes are looking a little more red. She said, took the words right out of my head. She said, her eyes are looking a little more red. She said, took the words right out of my head. She said, her eyes are looking a little more red. She said, she said, her eyes are looking a little more red. She said,
All right, so that was Wolf, No Such Thing as Ghosts, live here in the Dazzle Den. And we were talking before that you were not only nominated, and I love how like when you said you were nominated for award, and then you topped it off with and we won too, like and instead
by the way,
instead of leading with we won an award, yeah, we were nominated for something which we fucking won.
Well, we were just shocked in the first place that we were even nominated for it.
And we're talking about the Listen Up Awards.
Yes.
And I think that's such a cool thing because it's the scene that's voting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not somebody that's like picking, hey, we'll get this band and this band and this band, and we'll let people choose between these 4 bands or whatever that we decide.
Right.
It's literally like they open up the fucking floodgates and
Seriously.
anybody can vote for like whoever. So it's such a great way to jumpstart. I mean, not a career, because obviously this isn't the first like notes you've played, but like it's such a great way to jumpstart name recognition in the scene.
And we're so new to the scene too, so it definitely helps out.
Right,
a lot.
and it'll pull you. It'll pull you right in.
It felt really good too after we won. I got so many texts and emails and messages like, "I voted for you. I voted for you so many times." And like, I didn't even know that you knew
Right.
I was in a band.
Right,
You're
and,
actually
like,
paying attention to me. Like, holy crap, this is nice.
That is wild. And Noah, when you joined the band, it was just before the ceremony?
Yeah, so I joined about a week before, and
And you're an award-winning musician.
we had, I think, 1 or 2 practices, and they told me like, oh, and by the way, we're nominated for this, and I was like, oh, cool. And then
I didn't do shit.
Yeah, and then I got a text 2 or 3 days later that we had won. And I just feel like I accomplished something in life by winning an award that I did absolutely nothing for.
I would have just been smugly going around to everybody, be like,
just telling everybody.
I'm an award nominee. Then
I
afterwards,
am
it would
an
have been like,
award-winning
I'm an award
musician
winner.
now.
Yeah. By the way,
Wear the plaque on a chain around your neck.
Right. I keep thinking. Anybody watch Parks and Rec? Yeah. Like where Ron wins the Woman of the Year. And she's like, that's not the attitude of award winner. And he goes, everything I do is the attitude of an award winner. And again, that's a hell of a way to start off a tenure in a band.
Oh, yeah.
Just like come in, win shit, continue. And did you find that like not only like incorporating you into like the scene more, because again the name recognition, like I told you I don't do research, but I've heard the name. It feels like for like a long time, So when you were like,
kind of a catchy
we're
name.
wicked new, I was like, all right, wait, really?
Well,
like
you guys started like 2 years?
Well, we
Like a
tried.
year and a
So,
half. 2 years ago?
So I had a plan, okay? And the plan was we're going to rehearse, we're going to record, we're going to release some shit, and then we'll start playing shows. We had a couple practices. Yeah, Tony's getting ready. A couple practices, and this guy and Jay and Jesse, because they got offered a gig in Pittsfield, they're like, we're doing it. And it's like, oh, we weren't ready.
It seemed like a good idea at the time.
It was bad. It was
to him, it seemed like a
horrible
bad
show.
idea at the time, but to us, it seemed like a good idea at the time.
But was it?
No.
No.
Like I said.
So my plan was to do all that, and I don't know where I was going with that.
The fact of that we were playing for a bit, which is why
we played for a tiny bit, yeah. But I mean, with so many, like we changed our sound every time we got a new member. When Rachel joined the band, we got almost more pop and indie. We were originally a little bit more punk rock. She joined the band, it got really indie pop, and then when he came with his sound, every time a new member. Yeah, he brought the Noah to the band. And the sound evolved and changed. So, I mean, really, I feel like... Yeah, well,
it is the thing that pushes us over the edge.
It feels
to an
even
award.
newer than it is just because it's the 4 of us now
Right.
doing it. So
cool. Well, I love that I caught you right at the right time then, yeah. But yeah, it's definitely a catchy name. And I guess just from my own curiosity, where did the name come from?
Tom.
yeah, it was me. Yeah, no
wasn't-
one
it
else
wasn't-
wanted it.
It wasn't like
Nobody else wanted it.
No,
But
I think it's fucking great.
I like
man.
it. And then we have
I thought it was
NSTAG, NSTAG,
Yeah.
as a little abbreviation. And then we have a little logo, our mascot. It's a ghostalope. So it's on the shirt. It's a little
Sweet. Yeah, I got
skull
it.
with the antlers and all that. And
If I may say, I told you because you were just kind of telling me some of your ideas and stuff a couple years
Did
ago.
you like
when
that name?
when you threw that name out, and I was like, that doesn't work.
Yeah. Nobody likes it, but I think it's definitely memorable.
Yeah.
Like, you hear the
I
name.
thought it was wordy at first.
Yeah.
I even because like he was having band practices in our house, and I'm listening into the band practices, so like I already knew all the songs and everything like that. But he was like, "What do you think of the name?" I was like, "I don't know. It's kind of like a mouthful." But then it made me think of like Death Cab for Cutie, like
Right.
you know, like
multiple.
which is an amazing band, but I don't know. I think it works.
Yeah, I like it.
I don't mind it. The band names, song names, all that, it's the hardest part.
Oh, yeah.
Playing music is easy, but settling on a name, settling on a song name.
Yeah,
That's why we just name the songs after our cats.
I love that.
Yeah, the names of our songs are strange, but
Yeah, we love our cats, so we're going to love
But
the name
again,
of the
you
song.
can do whatever the fuck you want. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And that's another cool thing about a local scene is that there's nobody being like, okay, guys, come on, the cat thing, really? You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Like
You-
Well,
like-
people were upset with Dance Cancer.
yeah.
They just didn't, people don't like cancer.
I mean, no, well, good. They shouldn't like
It's a
cancer,
thing
but,
people aren't into.
and, you know, it's funny.
actually-
I never even thought of that as being like a.
Quite a few shows back in the day. We had quite a few people who
Get
were
mad.
very upset
Yeah.
with us over the name, and we were really kind of surprised
Yeah.
by how
Yeah.
serious people were not happy about it.
Wow. There's a lot. There's lots worse names that you can
Right?
like.
Right? There's so many bad names.
like
It's not
Goblin Cock.
that- Hey, but hey, that's a great band.
Wait,
It sounds like
yeah.
the name of like a great trivia team or
Oh.
something.
Oh
you
my
know?
God! Right,
Rob Crow.
Rob Crow.
He's so good.
We love Rob Crow.
Do you know Pinback? The
I
band
don't.
Pinback?
No.
Mm.
Oh,
What's the other one? The bass player's band?
Systems Officer. Have you heard of that one?
I have not.
We've just been
They're-
obsessed
we-
with them lately. So
Once we discovered those bands, we fell in love. And
we obsess over bands. It's like it's hard. I don't have like favorite bands, but for like a month or two, I'll obsess on a band and not
Certain songs.
Yeah, that's the band
Yeah,
I listen
yeah.
to. Then I forget about them, and then the next band, it's obsessing.
I do a
over 'em.
little bit of the same. I like roll it into, I'll like obsess over an album or something, and then once I'm done with it, it kind of
gone.
goes away. But then every time I hear it, I'm like, oh yeah.
Well,
this
it's
one,
the ones that come back
Yeah.
years later that you still enjoy. It's like, ooh, these are the bands I like, you know. And then there's some that come back. I can't believe I'm obsessed over this band. Like, this is so bad.
Right.
yeah, he'll be showing me bands, and I'm like, what the fuck is this trash? What is this?
Some of it's more like nostalgia from when I was younger.
Yeah.
So it
Brings back a feeling.
maybe I don't really like the music. I just like the
Right.
memories that comes with it. So
Yeah, I do the same with like movies. Like there'll be these movies that I like go to show. I'm not gonna say the names of the movies because I don't want to shame the movie. But there was an '80s one that I was like, babe, you got to watch it. It's super scary. It's gonna terrify you. Like it's gonna. And then all right, fuck it. It was fucking Poltergeist. Okay. And I love Poltergeist. I've got like T-shirts of Poltergeist. It was one of my favorite. That movie is not fucking scary.
Yeah.
And I was like embarrassed to be like, this movie scared the shit out of me when I was a kid.
Yeah, but for the time, I'm
Right.
sure it was
But
amazing.
like nostalgia wise, I
Yeah.
can
Oh,
yeah,
still
you
be
love the
like,
movies.
oh no,
Looking
that
back.
movie scared the shit out of me when I was 9. You
Yeah,
know what I
yeah,
mean?
That was
Like,
The Ring for me. That was like the first horror movie that I'd ever seen, and it scared me so bad.
And it's so
Like,
silly.
And it is.
it
very
is so silly. But like that shit, like my wife, the fast moving Samara shit,
Yeah.
like anytime she sees that in any movie, it fucking freaks. Yeah.
upside
They're
down and all that,
they're
yeah.
like twitching and
Contortionist.
going
Yeah.
fast. Yeah.
I hate
So like
that.
she can't watch The Ring. That terrifies her. Whereas I'm like, this really?
yeah, this is silly.
Yeah.
Just
all
punch
right.
that girl in the
Yeah,
face.
right. Fuck that. Fuck that. I gotta punch her.
Greasy haired.
The only one that I still can't stand, man, Jaws. That one I saw when I was 5 years old, and that scarred me from going.
I was
in the
literally
ocean.
just, that's the word I was going to use, that because I'm, I was born 2 years before that movie came out. So basically Jaws, like I remember it was still big, like when that fucked me up from the ocean.
I hate the
51
ocean.
years old. I will not go in the ocean.
Same.
I won't
because
go
of
on a
Jaws.
cruise. I will not go on a cruise.
Okay, but like big water, super scary sometimes.
Big water is very scary.
Big water, super scary sometimes.
Most times.
But-
water is
Yes, middle of big water. When on edge of big water, you're fine. Right. But no, Chucky was the thing that got me bad, right? Because I don't like porcelain dolls, anyways, with their dead
Dolls
little
are
beady
creepy, yeah.
eyes, you know, and they're just staring at you, and just like that. Just no, I didn't do well with that.
This one moves.
Yeah. Nope.
I don't get scared of movies.
Of course, you know, there's the classic, the Exorcist.
Oh yeah, actually, yeah, that one
If
freaked
you
me
know,
out back
outside
in
on
the
the
day.
ceiling, yeah.
That
that
scared
one
the
was
shit out of
cool,
me.
though. You know what I mean? Like I
Watching
watched
it
that, and
now-
I was just like, look at those. Well, I didn't see it till I was older.
And like the thing about The Exorcist now is like if you watch, like it's a good film. You know what I mean? It's made by like filmmakers. Like it wasn't like a horror movie first, and then like it was like, so it holds up like from that standpoint, even if some of the stuff is a little cheesy.
Can we talk
you know?
about the transition in the Evil Dead trilogy from I'm Scared by #1 to I Can't Stop Laughing by Army of Darkness?
Yeah, and then they went. I mean, again, I'll fucking turn this right into a horror movie.
I mean, dude, we're right there already.
But like,
we're right there already.
And then they
yeah,
went.
man.
Then they went back to like with like
Dude, that house
the
burned
Fede
down.
Alvarez.
Did you know that house burned down?
I did know that house burned down.
Do
Yeah.
you think Sam Raimi did it, or do you think it was like
The
some
actual
kid?
house
No.
burned down.
So like the house that they filmed Evil Dead 1 and 2 in, like
The
is
cabin
no longer
there,
there.
yeah.
Like it's just
Didn't
a
we see
foundation.
what recently, or was that with Cody? The Evil Dead. I think that was with Cody.
Did like the newer one?
Yeah,
With
like
our- with
the
our-
Evil
our-
Dead Rise, the one where they're in the sky rise, the big apartment building.
I haven't seen
I don't
anything.
remember. I don't.
You know,
remember
like-
anything new. I haven't.
It
I'm
was
so bad.
good. It was good. Like it was good. I really liked
Yeah,
it.
in the
The
house.
one in the house is the original one
Yeah.
that has what's his name? The dude
Bruce Campbell. Yeah.
Maybe it is.
Yeah. That was good. Cheesy. It was good.
Dude, that one freaked me out.
Maybe we're talking about different movies.
Well, isn't that the one where like the daughter, she's like sleeping in her room, and then like there's like a cabinet or a boudoir or whatever, like in the
No,
corner
there's
of
no
the...
daughter in
Okay.
Evil
Yeah,
Dead.
there's something
Okay,
else.
it's like a whole. The one I'm thinking of has a whole family, and they moved into
Oh.
this big house.
Yeah,
Is
you're-
that the one?
Nope.
That's the one that Cody watched. That's the one
Oh
you were
well, yeah.
talking
That's
about.
not what. No, we're on something else.
All right, we're
Yeah.
off. We're off the
Well,
rails.
that, yeah,
We can edit that out. So we can,
No, no. And then the, like I
Cut
said,
that,
the
cut
new
that,
one
cut that,
is
cut that.
the new one has a family in it. It's like mother and her sister, and then her kids in the skyrise.
I don't know what I'm talking.
It was
about.
pretty good, man. It was. It wasn't the best, but
know
like
where I am
there was
right
some.
now.
There was some pretty spooky parts, I guess. We may end up editing some of this out. No, I actually fuck it. We won't. But are you familiar with the movie Sleepaway Camp from like the early '80s? There,
That sounds wicked familiar.
it was like a direct like Friday the 13th ripoff, and it was I think it was from like 1982, so it was just a couple years after Friday the 13th, but that was filmed like 10 minutes from here.
I believe it.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
I believe
All right,
it was
wicked.
filmed
Yeah.
right around here.
Yeah, and it
You're
was
telling
like
me there's a creepy camp with a lake and
it's
like
actually
scary
not
signs?
not a creepy camp, but like the it's cool that
Yeah.
if you go there today, you're just like, oh, this is nice, like it's just a lawn and a lake or whatever. But it's pretty funny watching
you
a
could
cheesy
chase.
'80s slasher and being like, yeah.
You can chase kids across this field. Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's a good. I actually watched because I know the guy who owns the property now. A few years ago, he screened Sleepaway Camp on the property,
Nice.
Oh, nice.
so we were like on the actual property where it was filmed, and you can see almost all of the filming locations from where we were sitting.
You see, they do that for Jaws, where they'll
Yeah, where
be
you
on a
pull-
lake.
Fuck. You with me on this, Noah? Fuck every bit of that. Like, I wouldn't care if it was
And they're
a
in
fucking
floaties
baby
in the-
pool in my backyard.
Yeah.
I would not be in water and watch Jaws. There was no way that I couldn't handle it. I wouldn't be able to handle it.
Yeah, no, I'm right there with
Yeah.
you, and it sucks too because I'd love to go to Cape Cod and look out at the ocean.
Yeah,
and
yeah, I'll
everything.
look
Just
But,
look.
Like, I
I'll
will
look.
Not, yeah, I'll look,
I'll
but I
look.
will not go any for. No, I swear I won't stand more than like maybe my feet at
Yeah,
the edge
I'm
of
with
the
you.
ocean.
And
I'm
I will
nope.
like we've been on like tropical vacations, like down in like the Caymans and like Dominican, where it's like crystal clear water and like you just and
You
I
can
mean,
see
shit
'em
like-
coming.
You could totally see them coming.
Yeah.
And like I've done shit like that and been like, all right, cool, but like the regular ocean, just getting in that fuck that.
Nope.
I fell out of a boat in the mid-Atlantic, like off the coast of Delaware as a kid, like 5 miles away from the coast, like into the open water. I was scared shitless. It was terrible.
Wow. That's a whole other podcast.
How I survived the 3 seconds it took for my dad to pull me out. Right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, with
The trauma you
It
still
was
have.
years, absolute years.
Yeah, but we can embellish a little bit, you know,
We
like
did
in those
catch
recent.
sand shark like later that day and ate it. So
Yeah, and see, we could just say like when you were stranded on the island, you had to kill a shark and eat it.
Yeah.
I
And then-
definitely it can't be like a volleyball though. It's got to be something else. It's got to be like a kickball.
like
a
one of
straight up
those
blow-up
one of
ball.
those red kickballs, like from like elementary. Yeah.
Exactly.
All right, cool. Well, we're super off track now, but
We're
why
a band and we play music.
Yeah.
No
Why
such
don't-
thing as ghosts.
Why don't we bring it back and play one more song before we take off? So, what cat is this song named
This
after?
is Tiger. So this is Wolf's twin sister.
And Rachel's going to sing this one.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I sing this one.
All right, cool. So let's give him another second to get set up here, and we're gonna hear Tiger from No Such Thing as Ghosts, and then we'll be right back to wrap it up.
Baby, you drive me crazy. The way you've been lately. Leave it alone.
All right, so that was Tiger, No Such Thing as Ghosts, and I want to thank you so much for taking time out of your day to not only drive up here to Horse Country, but to lug your gear up and perform in the Dazzle Den. It was really super cool, so I appreciate that. And before we go, I just want to give you each individually a chance to say what I refer to as your gratitude. So Rachel, we'll start with you.
All right. Well, thank you for having us.
You're welcome.
I want to say a big thank you to my kids, Aiden, Liam, and Cody. Thank you to my bandmates because you guys are awesome and let me play bass for you guys and sing. And I guess thank you to a lot of the music scene because it's an amazing place to be and a great community to be a part of. So, yeah, hell yeah.
I'd like to thank Rachel for thanking everyone that was on my list. I'd also like to thank my family and my friends and my wife for being supportive.
I want to thank the Hauntings and the Snorts for being fucking kick-ass. Grape juice as well. I don't particularly like Tom, but
You're stuck.
I'm stuck.
Yeah, thank you guys for putting up with all my bullshit. Yeah, it really sucks for you guys. And just shout out to my oldest boy, Aiden. He's at Fort Liberty, North Carolina right now, and he's just kicking ass in the Army. I miss that little fucker.
All right. So they are No Such Thing as Ghosts. I am Andy Scullin. This is Unsigned518, and I'll see you on the road. Unsigned518 is produced and hosted by me, Andy Scullin. New episodes are available every week wherever you stream podcasts. If you would like to help support the show, please like and subscribe wherever you are listening, or you could buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/unsigned518. If you would like to advertise on the show, send me an email at unsigned518@gmail.com. And to be a guest on the show, reach out to me through Instagram at unsigned518. Take care of one another, and I'll see you next week.